Hello, it's GotAUkulele.com, and what is going to be the last review of 2018. It's been a really busy year. This, as always, is the summary review to the written review that's linked below. Do visit the website, there's much more detail there. That's where you'll find the scores, and also consider the Patreon because it does help me out. Last one, and it's nice to welcome this one back to GotAUkulele. The brand is called Enya. They're a Chinese-based brand, and they had quite a buzz a couple of years ago when they released this range of HPL, high-pressure laminate ukuleles, the round ones, the soprano ones. They were incredibly well made, very, very good value for money, i.e. low priced, but they were a bit quiet. But people bought them in their droves because they're great practice instruments. I've got them and I take them on holiday, and I really like them. But I have been keeping an eye on Enya as to whether they're making more traditional built ukuleles, which they are, and I was therefore delighted when they asked me to have a look at this one, which is their EUT-M6 tenor ukulele. And at first glance, this is quite the looker, isn't it? This is a tenor scale ukulele, traditional double bout with that Florentine style cutaway, and it's made from all solid mahogany. This is not HPL laminate. This is not cheap, and it's nice mahogany too. 2 pieces on the top, 2 pieces on the sides, 2 pieces on the very, very slightly arched back. All finished in that gloss, and it's a deep, sort of rich, reddy, orangey brown colour. Nice grain that matches on the, I wouldn't say book matched, I mean, mahogany. They say it's AAA grade. I mean, it's shimmery, it's nice. I wouldn't know AAA grade from single A grade mahogany, to be honest, because mahogany isn't that interesting to look at, but I do like it. Anyway, finished in a very nice gloss. Not quite a perfect mirror. A lot of fingerprints on it now because I've been playing it. Not a perfect mirror, but really not bad, and certainly up there with the usual brands. When we come onto the price, you'll understand where this is pitched. All solid mahogany. Really resonant. Really nicely put together. I'm not finding any flaws at all in the joins, in the gloss, anything like that. The bridge is a through body design, so the strings go through holes there. You pull them out the sound hole, tie a knot, and you pull them back. Really easy. Made from a material called Richlight, which is a paper-based composite ebony substitute. People say, well, that's artificial. Yeah, it is artificial, but it's not cutting down ebony trees. It's used by Gibson, it's used by Blackbird, it's used by some very high-end musical instrument makers as a substitute, and I quite like it. And it's nice and sort of flat and nicely shaped. The bridge saddle there is made of bone, it's compensated, and it's also curved over the top this way, which I'll come on to why in a moment. No other decoration other than the gloss. The Soundhole rosette is kind of a gold pearl, and it's rather nice. Looking inside, I see that the Soundhole top is nice and thin, which, as I showed you with the resonance, it's bouncy. Notch kerfings, very delicate bracing actually. And like other Enyas, you get the Enya name stamped on the neck block, but you don't get a Soundhole label, rather you get the model embossed on the wooden strip that holds the 2 backsides pieces together. That's nice. Neck, made of mahogany with the joint at the heel and a joint at the headstock. Like the HPL ones, this strap button here is also a bolt that undoes, and you can take the whole neck off. Now, I used that to great effect with the HPL Soprano because I took the neck off, made the instrument much smaller and got it to fit in a cabin bag for an airline. I wouldn't do that with a solid wood ukulele, so I don't really know why I'd want to take the neck off. Anyway, there we are. Mahogany, rounded profile, 37mm at the nut, a little bit narrower than I would like, but the string spacing's 30mm G2A, which is alright. And what I do like about it is it's finished in satin, not gloss, so it's not grippy like the gloss, and that's a really nice touch that's actually thinking about the player. Topping that is probably the main event here. This is a Richlight fingerboard, so that same paper composite, and it's got this flowery inlay, which consists of sort of red wood tendrils and pearl flowers. It's not my cup of tea. My regular readers and viewers will know I don't really go in for this kind of bling, but I recognise, I have to be as impartial as I can, and I recognise that a lot of people watching this are going to love it. What I would say about it is it's really nicely done. Often when it's done, it can be sort of, gaps missing in it, or very rough or roughly finished and lots of glue. It's really tidy. That fingerboard is also radiused, hence the curve down here at the bridge, so you've got a curve over the top of the fingerboard. That's really nice to see. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14 to the body. 15, 16, 17, 18 in total on the frets. Because of that design, you're not getting outward-facing position markers, but you do get them on the side at 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15. That's nice. Yeah, not my cup of tea on the design, but it is a really comfortable neck. It's very like the other Enya necks. Beyond the bone nut, and the setup's good on this by the way, we have an inline headstock. Now, people who remember my Fender reviews will say, oh, Barry doesn't like inline headstocks. No, that's not actually the point I was making. The point I was making was I don't like those Fender ones on a ukulele, because the Fender ones are huge, far too big for a soprano ukulele. This is a tenor. This is very reminiscent of the Steve Vai Ibanez guitars headstock. It's not my cup of tea again, but it's not overly big for the size of the instrument. I think it works quite well. A bit too metal, a bit too rock for me. Faced in a sort of black ebonized finish with the Enya logo. What I do really like about it is this shape here, which makes it really comfortable for first position chords. There's absolutely nothing to bump into at all. It's like your hands floating when you're up here. Nothing in the headstock gets in the way. I love that. Tuners naturally in line. They are Enya branded, gold, hardware, faux amber buttons. They're all right. They're fairly generic actually, and I'm finding that they're different tensions as well. They're all right. They're doing the job. The strings, as you can see from the swing tag, are D'Addario's. They don't specify which D'Addario's, but I think they're titaniums. And you also get Enya gig bags are always really good. This one sort of pushes the boat out. This is really, really good. Really nice padded straps and handles and things like that. That's good. The price. Right, first of all, pinch of salt with this. Enya are terrible for their prices going up and down. They're mainly sold on Amazon, and I know I say I don't like to do Amazon instruments, but to be fair, Enya are starting to get into stores now as well, so I'm giving them a buy. But on Amazon, you're getting these at the moment for about $250, £200 in the UK. That is a very good price for a solid wood mahogany tenor with things like cutaways and this level of detailing and decoration. But they could be more tomorrow, or they could be less tomorrow, so go carefully. Still, at the date of this review, that's a very good price. It's impeccably well put together. Okay, some design aspects aren't my cup of tea, but I recognise when something's been well done, and it's been well done. The gloss and the body are really nice. It's a classy looking instrument. It's light. It's balanced. So let's just go into the play and the things that... The first thing I have to really look at is the volume, because those other Enyas were really well made, but they were very quiet. This one isn't. This one's nice and... I wouldn't say it's the loudest tenor I've ever played, but it's certainly not the quietest. Above average, I would say. Where I think it doesn't go above average, or it is average, is the sustain. A tenor I like to have much more sustain to it. This dies off quite a bit. Now, strings may change that. But the sustain just isn't much at all. And that might have something to do with the tone, because whilst this is resonant, it's a lot brighter for mahogany, which is a dark sounding wood, than I would expect on a tenor scale instrument. To me, it sounds like a concert. So it's more staccato, brighter, snappier. That's not a bad thing if you know what you're getting. But I suppose if you're buying a mahogany tenor, you might want it to sound like a mahogany tenor. It sounds to me like a mahogany concert. But there we are. You know, I've reviewed other tenor instruments that sound like that. Let's have a play. Dies off quite quick, and you feel that in the strums. But I like it. I like the character for what it is. It reminds me of that instrument from Italy, Antica Ukulele Ria Moderno tenor, which sounded like a concert too. Prefer this finger picked. lot. I do like this a lot. I think it's really well made. The Enya EUT-M6 mahogany tenor. I don't know whether I wouldn't want this. If they did it without this design, I'd probably buy it. Some people are going to love that, I think. It's really well put together. It'll hold its own. 200 quid for this level of detail. I think things are changing. It's nice when China puts something back that's this decent. I like this. It's a nice way to end the year. I will be back very soon. No matter what you're doing, as the clock ticks over into 2019, I wish you all the very best for next year, and I hope you have a very good one. I will be back very, very soon, kicking off, as usual, with more ukulele reviews. See you very soon, and take care.